nice car is like a dinosaur, big, slow, and pollutes our air. An EV is like a cheetah, fast, agile, and with no emissions. Welcome to my channel, Rudy Romo here. Today I'm going to be talking about EV battery component recycling and the benefits it presents to humanity. First, let's talk about the myths and misinformation surrounding EVs. The following is a list of the myths the general public had towards EVs and what most people saw and still see as obstacles to transition to EVs, along with some facts to dispel each one of them. Myth number 1, EVs are too weak and wimpy. Fact: EVs have come a long way in recent years and can now outperform many gasoline-powered cars in terms of acceleration and top speed. For example, the Tesla Model S Plaid can go from 0 to 60 mph in just 1.99 seconds, which is faster than many sports cars. Myth number 2, EVs are too expensive to make. Fact: the cost of EVs has been coming down in recent years and is now comparable to the cost of gasoline-powered cars. In some cases, EVs can be even cheaper to buy, thanks to government incentives and lower operating costs. Myth number 3, EVs are glorified golf carts. Fact: EVs come in a variety of shapes and sizes, including sedans, SUVs, and even sports cars. They are not just for people who want to drive around a golf course. Just take a look at the Tesla Roadster, Model S, 3, X, and Y, as well as the Cybertruck and Semi. Myth number 4, EV batteries don't have enough range. Fact: the range of EVs have been increasing steadily and many models now have a range of over 300 miles. This is more than enough for most people daily driving needs. It's a technology that improves constantly, so batteries will surely get more efficient and cheaper. Myth number 5, there aren't enough charging stations. Fact: the number of charging stations is increasing rapidly, and there are now charging stations available in most major cities and along many highways. Tesla's network happens to be the largest and most reliable by a country mile, and is getting bigger by the day. Myth number 6, EV batteries don't last long. Fact: the lifespan of EV batteries has been improving, and many batteries now have a lifespan of over 10 years. Myth number 7, there's no method to dispose of or recycle EV batteries. Fact: there are now several methods for recycling EV batteries, and these methods are becoming more efficient all the time. Myth number 8, EV batteries will pollute landfills with toxic chemicals. Fact: EV batteries do contain some toxic chemicals, but these chemicals can be recycled safely and responsibly. Myth number 9, even if we switch from ICE to EVs 100%, the electrical grid could not support an all-EV world. Fact: this is a valid concern, but it is one that is being addressed by utilities and governments around the world. There are a number of ways to increase the capacity of the electrical grid to support more EVs, such as investing in renewable energy and energy storage. Building smart battery energy storage systems, known as BESS, with Tesla-built megapacks will go a long way to ease the strain on the current electrical grids around the world. It is important to note that these are just some of the initial thoughts and myths humans had towards EVs. As EVs have become more popular, many of these myths have been dispelled. However, there are still some people who are hesitant to switch to an EV because of these myths. It is important to educate people about the benefits of EVs and to dispel the myths that surround them. Fortunately, electric vehicles are finally slowly becoming increasingly popular. This is due to a number of factors, including their environmental benefits and their lower running costs. However, one of the challenges facing the EV industry is the disposal of EV batteries. EV batteries contain a number of valuable materials, including lithium, cobalt, nickel, and copper. These materials are essential for making new batteries, but they are also mined in environmentally destructive ways. In some cases, child labor is used in mining operations. This is where EV battery component recycling comes in. By recycling EV batteries, we can recover these valuable materials and reduce the need for mining. This is good for the environment, and it also helps to protect children from exploitation. Recycling EV batteries is also a way to reduce the cost of batteries. As the demand for EV batteries increases, the cost of raw materials is likely to go up. By recycling batteries, we can help to keep the cost of batteries down. Tesla and Redwood Materials. One company that is leading the way in EV battery component recycling is Redwood Materials. Redwood Materials is a company founded by J.B. Straubel, who was formerly the Chief Technology Officer of Tesla. Redwood Materials has developed a process for recycling EV batteries that recovers up to 95% of the raw materials. Tesla is one of Redwood Materials' customers. Tesla has committed to recycling all of its EV batteries through Redwood Materials. This is a major step forward for the EV industry, and it shows that Tesla is serious about sustainability. Redwood Materials, which recycles all lithium-ion batteries and makes components for new ones, said it's raised more than $1 billion in a new funding round as the company works to set up some of its first U.S. production facilities, making anode and cathode materials for electric vehicle batteries. Led by J.B. Straubel, a Tesla board member who was also one of the company's 5 co-founders and its former chief technology officer, Carson City, Nevada-based Redwood has raised about $2 billion since 2019. The company said in an email statement, earlier this year it also qualified for a $2 billion low-interest federal loan. Its valuation now tops $5 billion. While Redwood initially focused on recovering lithium, graphite, copper, cobalt, and other high-value metals from spent batteries and production scraps, it's expanded its operations to produce copper foil for anodes and plans to produce cathodes, essential battery components now made almost entirely in China, South Korea, and Japan. There's a lot of capital and a lot of projects announced and under construction in battery cell manufacturing, over 800 gigawatt hours per year in just the U.S. before the end of this decade, Straubel told Forbes earlier this year. But little of that investment has been for domestic anode and cathode production. Business strategy-wise, there's a gap and a problem in the supply chain, he said. It may not be the sexiest part of the whole EV realm to invest in, but I think it's urgent and may become more of a bottleneck, so we're very focused there. Redwood campus near Reno, where it first began recycling operations, has begun producing copper foil that the closely held company supplies to Panasonic. It's also building a $3.5 billion plant near Charleston, South Carolina, to supply new battery plants popping up across the U.S. Southeast with anode and cathode materials, partially made with recycled materials. EV battery component recycling is a win-win for everyone. It's good for the environment, it helps to protect children, and it reduces the cost of batteries. All EV makers should consider starting their own recycling branch and make it part of their vertical integration to reduce cost and improve quality. Tesla would benefit greatly if it was to acquire Redwood Materials. In addition to the benefits mentioned here, EV battery component recycling can help to reduce the amount of waste going to landfills. It can also create jobs in the recycling industry. Overall, EV battery component recycling is a promising technology with a potential to make a significant impact on the environment and society. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe so that YouTube algorithms will get it to more people. If you disagree with any of the points made and or have any suggestions on how to improve these videos, please leave a comment below. I also suggest you watch the video recommended at the very end.